Gamers, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about a brand new early access game that just hit. It's getting pretty popular, it's on the top selling list, it's an early access game, so it's still a work in progress, but it seems to show a lot of potential and promises. The game is Stranded Deep. So Stranded Deep is, unlike every other survival game, the genre is getting big. You know, a lot of people do like the genre, just like all the other genres out there. Well, for in the case of this game, you're not trying to survive against zombies, or the undead, or monsters, or mutants, anything sci-fi thrown in. You know, get rid of that out of your head. This is more of a realistic, castaway themed survival game. So, the thing we know is, starting in the beginning of the game, you start off on an airplane, in first class, this guy's bawling, and the next thing you know, you're introduced to the crafting system where you have to put stuff on top of each other to craft it. You don't actually go into your inventory and choose choices, etc. Next thing you know, your plane crashes, you're somewhere along the Pacific Ocean, and you randomly spawn among these little islands. And you quickly, the only thing you have is a raft, and a paddle, a knife, a lighter, and a drinking bottle. So the first thing you'll notice is that the interface screen is really clean and the graphics look really nice. It's got some nice lighting, it's got some nice water, everything looks great, especially for an alpha build of an indie title, and it's one of the best I've seen. Now don't forget, the game is in alpha mode, so there is certain quirks and things that need to be worked out, like the paddling is not always solid. You can paddle and then sometimes your body just kind of falls off the raft, which is pretty funny. And I don't know, I somehow created a raft with a trampoline on it, but the reason being the interface clean is that everything you need to know about what's going on is on your wristwatch. Your wristwatch, if you turn it on, will tell you the day, the time you survived, and the weather. And if you click on the wristwatch again, you'll be able to tell the survival stats. For example, your hunger, your thirst, and how much health you have left. Another thing you want to keep in mind is that this game does have a day and night cycle, and at nighttime you can see the stars, the moon, and of course the moon reflecting light on the water. Absolutely fantastic. I love the skybox in this game. My favorite is always skyboxes. When people do a great job on skyboxes, it brings in a lot of immersion. So anyways, what can you do in the game so far? You can create axes, you can create hammer, you can build a foundation and build yourself a bungalow, you can build campfires, you can build a bed, and that's pretty much it for the building aspect of the game. Now, what can you do to hunt for food? Well, the cool part is you can climb a tree, cut down coconuts, you can hunt crabs and fish, and you can build a Spitfire and put all this stuff in. So basically you go from just being on this island with nothing, and you explore a little bit of the island. Now be careful when you explore, because you want to remember where you're trying to build your base, because for some reason there's not a lot of rocks, so I was always on an adventure for rocks. And you go from just having a small campfire to a whole little mini base, and that's it for the game so far. So it takes about 3 to 4 hours to do everything you need to do, and it took me a little bit longer because I didn't have any materials on the island, so I went to another island and I found the materials, and this is how my base turned out. Check it out. Now keep in mind, I did explore an island right in front of me, and you know, the distance is hard to tell on how far the island is, so I decided to roll to the next island. I got some more materials, and I came back, you know, I put everything into place, and then I decided to go to the next island, which was a little further. And the next thing you know, I discovered there were ships that you can explore. You can find some axes and flashlight and gas cans. I'm guessing that later on in the game you can create some kind of boat. But that's all the content there is so far. You know, I went out there and then I forgot about the dynamic weather, and I got my ass lost at sea. I couldn't find my base for 3 hours. The last 3 hours I've been searching for it. I can't find it. I'm a lost castaway. I failed. But I had a kick-ass base, and I need to find it. But that's basically all the content in the game right now. I can find my base. If I can figure out where it is, I'll be happy. But right now, you know, I'm one lost. Aside from hunger, thirst, and poisonous fish being the enemies in the game, and also uncooked stuff. You can get sick from it, and you'll see your character animation, his hand animation changes. But the sharks, there's plenty of sharks in the waters, so you do not want to swim to an island sometime. The sharks will bite you, and you'll leave like this little blood trail. And it happened to me. I thought sharks didn't attack people, like everyone was saying on the forums. Oh, the sharks don't attack, but they did attack me, and I had a blood trail in the water, and other sharks came up and started biting me. I started attacking one shark, and he wouldn't stop chasing me. So that's a good enemy in the game. But so like everyone says so far, this game shows a lot of potential, a lot of promises. I haven't seen much on the forums interaction from the devs, and their game is quickly reaching new heights. And the things that worry me is I buy a lot of these early access games, I invest in them a lot, and some of them never gets completed, or they get completed halfway and people go, okay, that's the game, guys. So I hope that these guys who are creating this game watches the video, and I hope that they create some kind of roadmap. Let us know what's going on, listen to the forum, you know, take a look at some of the advices I've seen on the forums, the potential and things that people are throwing out there that can make this game great, because I hope it is a great game, and I hope that it does have content, because right now I don't know which direction it's going. I took a chance and just gambled $15 into it, and hopefully we'll see an amazing game out of it. And you know, they got a base down, they got something down. It looks amazing, it looks fantastic, it plays fantastic, just needs a little bit more work, but overall it's the start of something. And that's all I have to say about this game, honestly. If you want to check it out and pretty much support the project, go ahead and buy the game. If not, if you're looking for something to play, you might want to pass on this one for now. But guys, thank you for watching this video, and remember to game on. I'm gonna go look for my damn base. I hope I find that damn thing. It's gonna take forever. Nope, his name is Internet Troll. Fuck this kid. Fuck this kid.